Exactly. And the water should be, I talked to Jim about it, and he should have the water turned back on by then.
And just kind of pigtailing on that, I mentioned that the fish fry is going to be in the park, we're hoping, on the 13th of June. And also Betterment is, AOA is actually taking it on as a project, but they're going to replace the flags and the ropes and the light on the flags, again, which are at the park, but it's not at the expense of the city, but that's going on. And the street signs, which are on our streets, Donna Chadwick took that on as a Betterment project. They're freshening those up to paint them white. I think Andy's going to help with the lettering and stuff like that. Just so you know what's going on. Sometimes it's embarrassing when something's going on in town and they think you ought to know, and I don't like to be embarrassed.
I don't know.
So I kind of pigtail on what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks.
So does anybody have any problem with any of those? Can we just proceed without any motion? Okay. Thanks. Okay.
All right, new business. You want yours first or mine first? You go first.
Okay, fix the mower, finish mower, it's going to be $150 or more. It's 13 years old.
And the finish mower, is that the one you pull behind the tractor? Not the blade that comes down the side, but the finish mower. Okay, 150. And it's how old?
13 years old.
What's wrong with it?
The tires and wheels.
I think we discussed that last meeting, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I went down there today and I priced a new one because we thought we were going to have a lot of parts in this. But it was,
Really?
The new one, you can just tell us what a good deal we're getting for $150. What's the new one?
$3,100.
Yeah.
And we only give $900 back when we want it.
And whose budget would this come out of?
Come out of your budget.
Are you going to model at the next fashion show?
Maybe the new,
I'll tell you what.
person will.
My budget, you model at the next fashion show.
He'll help with those.
I think I'm getting it fixed for $150.
Okay. So I move we
$3,000.
do the $150 fix.
So did you find out, weren't you looking to see if somebody could fill the tires, so that they were
Yeah,
selling
well,
tires and?
They thought they could fill them with full of slime.
Is it Michael's?
So just to get some slime put in them.
Is it the rear hard tire in the back too?
No, they're rubber air.
Not the back.
Four of them are. Four of them.
They're on the tractor or on the mower?
On the mower.
On the mower.
I have a motion. I have a motion on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Somebody second that. Fix the.
Well, I'll second fix that more, yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
One of these days I'll get dollars. Not out of my budget, $3,000 out of my budget. You're sitting next to me.
Okay. Thanks for doing that research and getting to us.
Have you had a lot of flat problems and stuff with it though?
Oh, yeah. Fair.
I know TCI out of Kansas City, Tire Center, they used to be, they used to be, they fill it out, I'm not sure how much they cost to fill them versus a lot cheaper if it was slime, I'm sure, but.
Yeah, the foam stuff. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked on that. I don't know.
We had,
$35 a piece.
yeah.
I have flat tires all the time up there because they used to put them sparkler bombs on, and there's still wire.
Yeah.
The motor catches and throws it through the tire all the time. Pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah,
There's
we
an
had
ordinance.
tires at the dumpster tires and stuff around where we just take from the garages. We foam fill all those. There were smaller tires. We had them all foam filled, and you can't destroy them.
Right.
In fact, you can't change them unless you cut them off.
Yeah.
But
Maybe they say you can't cut it off the wheel either. They say you can't.
well,
Let's not do that.
yeah, I mean, it's basically fills up with the rubber, whatever. You can't cut them off with the hacksaw.
No, that's all I
All right, Denise.
Really?
Yeah, that comes out of my budget.
Yeah.
All right, Denise has new business.
All right, minimum wage. And we touched on this before. Missouri raised the minimum wage from $7.35 to $7.65 an hour. As a municipality, we are not obligated to do that. However, feeling has always been, since we do pay minimum wage, that if we can, we should raise the minimum wage.
And we need to make it.
I think we need to talk about it because it's going to have an impact on our budget. And even though it's only 30 cents, it's not just the 30-cent raise, it's also the taxes that we'll pay on the 30-cent raise. It's not going to bankrupt us one way or another like his new mower would. But I do think you need to discuss it and decide. And if you choose to increase the minimum wage, we have to
Alter the budget?
no, not the budget. The budget will be all right. No, we'll have to change the schedule of fees, which we have to do anyway for snow removal. So if we're going to do it, so that's really, and because we're talking about a new application, I think it's something we have to kind of decide what you want to do. You want to bump that up to
Thanks for coming.
$7.65.
This isn't fair, it's like a pop quiz here on you, but you have any idea how many minimum wage hours we pay in a year?
Well, Henry works at minimum wage when he works for the village. And Jim works at minimum wage when he works for the village.
He gets the stipend too.
Well, those are set fees though. The
Right, so you're talking about your budget?
Just minimum wage out of my budget.
Okay.
I think that's all I pay out of my budget, minimum wage. Do you pay anybody minimum? And
Somebody
any
helps
type
you
of maintenance that
Yeah, I
Henry
pay.
does for that,
Yeah,
it's all based on
No, I
minimum
think
wage.
we should.
So if I were going to give a rough guess, Jim usually hits me with mowing in the summer and a few other odds and ends. What do you bill me? Well, you give me 6 hours this month.
Yeah, sometimes it's in the summer, if the grass gets going, 20 hours at the most, usually.
Yeah, so
A month.
I would guess we probably pay 50 hours in minimum wage a year, someplace in that ballpark. I'm not positive, but I
Well,
would
if you do
say-
20 hours a month in the summer, it's got to be
Way
like
more
that.
than that,
You've
yeah.
never billed me 20 hours in the summer,
Oh,
a
yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Have you?
For mowing,
For
yeah.
mowing? I don't remember paying.
Well, we'll do 100.
All right,
times
say
30
it. Well,
cents
then that's
increase.
easy.
So that's 30 bucks.
Yeah, so.
Exactly.
But it isn't, again, it isn't just the 30 bucks, it's also
I
the
understand.
taxes on top of the 30 bucks, so. It's more than just that increase.
Right.
But I feel if we're gonna have somebody do work for us, we need to pay them at least a minimum wage.
Yeah, I sincerely think that also.
We would love to pay them more.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the federal minimum wage is where we're at.
And we're not required to do the Missouri one, because we're a municipality, so I don't want you to misunderstand that.
It's only more than 30 cents or what it is.
Yeah, 30 more cents
30
on
more
the
cents.
dollar.
So I think that we increase the minimum wage to $7.65 for our employees. And do you want to do that from this point forward, or do you want to go back to January?
I think you should go from this point forward, because I don't think it should be retroactive.
It'd be a lot easier.
They're really gonna mess me up with my taxes. No, and it's really gonna mess me up with the payroll tax, which I really don't want to do.
So I would say from this point forward.
From April, no, let's say May 1st.
Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not, are you gonna mow? Are you gonna mow between now and May 1st? All right, let's say-
I will.
Make it April 19th. April
Well, I
16th.
don't make
What's
any
the date?
difference.
No, make it April
16th.
16th.
You can make it July, I don't
Do I have a second?
I think we ought to just do it May 1, since it's simpler for the books, and
Yeah.
Jim's such a good second.
Yeah, that would be easier, I would think.
Well, it would be for me, but
Yeah. So I
let's
think-
not take that into consideration.
No, I think I would make the motion to say May 1.
Okay, so here's the motion. Beth moved to increase the minimum wage to $7.65 per hour, effective May 1st.
For town employees, for village employees, yeah. guess that's
I will
all right.
second that.
I said already seconded it.
Oh, sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yay.
You got it.
I need to just sat here.
Okay.
Okay, any other new business?
finding out for us.
It's a learning curve.
We'll be fine.
No business, any board trustee comments?
Thank you for being willing to be chair. Welcome, Lori Ann.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'm glad to be here.
Are there things we can do just procedurally or whatever that makes it easier, you know, because we've kind of talked shorthand because we've been here together for a while, and that's not very nice but you just need to interrupt if we're not, because I'm not
You
trying
have a
to,
question,
you know,
yeah.
and we may not know, so we all need to learn.
Okay, well, I found you did really well. I didn't have to interrupt.
Danielle, you do not need to direct.
Okay. On that note, our next meeting is going to be May 21st at 6:30.
But we're going to have a meeting before that.
Special meeting on the
Have
14th.
a town meeting on May 14th at 6:30 in regards to ordinances. And if there's no further discussion, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Thank you all. I'll see everybody.
Yay, Natalie. You got your first.
Woo! All those in favor?
Aye. Yeah.
But as far as those filled tires, I'd look into it, because you can grab a nail through something, the way they're solid.
So if you have to
They're
get them off
solid.
the axle.
Do you know
Well,
who
no,
would
no, no,
find-
no, no. If you have to change the tire, the tire becomes solid, it becomes like a solid rubber,
Right.
with the give of a pneumatic tire. If you had, so if something really, basically one thing that happens, you hit something big enough to turn a chunk out of it, then you have to cut all the packs off.
How much money are you spending on me?
I'm not, I'm just suggesting, I
Do
just
you
suggest
know
look
who
into
he
it.
would contact, who he would
You
contact?
mentioned somebody.
Tire Centers Incorporated in Kansas City is what we used to use.
We've adjourned, but we need, you and I need to do
Michael had
something.
some place.
I'm sure.
That he gets
He
that
would,
same
yeah.
thing?
Right.
Okay.
I think it was one of those, that's all right, but does need to be a, thank you, sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Alita.
Take care of yourself.
Good night.
And then you'll see what I mean, it's called.
Well, this is because it's a full one.
Thank you, Dan. I'd like to leave on time.
The little baby irises,
No, sure.
mine are blooming, the ones I gave you.
Not yet. I mean, they're green. They're up. The green part's up, but nothing. But none of them are. Even the ones that have been established for a long time.
Mine are
Aren't
the
big.
most old one is in, or whatever in the
On that.
East are beautiful right now, there's a patch of them, but since I put that dormer up, the sun doesn't get to
Yeah.
there, and they aren't even got a little anything.
Yeah. No, none of my irises do, and some of them I've had longer in the ground than the ones you gave me, and they're not even yet. But I look for maybe next week. I know they are.
And you gotta get down and look, because you don't see that they're really irises, you just think it's some purple.
Exactly.
spring
Yeah.
plant.
Well,
I know, and
you
I-
put that out there,
I'm
just
anxious for them to
clear
start
people,
Yeah.
The tulips are blooming.
That's what it says.
I know. Instead of brown.
We're
It's
Walmart.
snowing too big, I mean,
I
Salt
put
Lake,
that,
my
I
sister, they all
my
have their
way,
kids,
my son,
they had they were
27-year-old son, he just put everything in.
was on, it's 27 degrees now.
Oh, Dad, you can't be kicking people's bad legs or your fake
Everything,
legs.
and because she said my niece had called her at 11:30 if she said she went home sick. I didn't home sick. Yeah, it's been snowing for 2 days there. It's very dangerous up there.
All we have to do is decide, they're up here on.
Because we're so ready for spring.
They gave, 124 because
Faces.